topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the host and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Camping Show. I'm C.W. Getz.
And I'm Bianca Fogel.
Good evening. It is Wednesday, November 30th, 2022, and we have a 25-degree, blistering, windy day.
Yes, blistery, everything. Bitter.
It is.
All the bees.
It just bites you, man. Yeah, I was a little outside this morning loading the equipment to come up here, and I'm like, man, it had to be. And yesterday was 60.
I know, but that's the Midwest for you. It's crazy.
It is, and I'm especially glad I live here at this time.
Yeah, although we have the sun, and that was deceiving because I was like, man, I want to go for a walk. But as soon as I opened my screen door, I almost lost it because of the wind.
Oh,
and I was like, oh no, never mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was one of those days you're like, okay, I think I'd just rather stay inside all day.
I know.
We are coming to you live from Collier RV in Rockford, Illinois. And tonight's episode of the Camping Show is brought to you by Campground Views, making camping easier.
And Rutabaga Paddle Sports, providing time on the water.
Tonight's episode is Spotlight on a family-owned Illinois RV Supercenter with our special guests, Liz and Chris Collier. Can you tell us a little bit about Liz, please? Chris just joined us. I just realized he was going to be on the show, so I didn't have an introduction for him. I apologize, Chris, but we do have for Liz. So if you could tell us about Liz, please.
Yeah, Collier RV has been in business for 61 years and one of the top RV dealers in Illinois with locations in Rockford and Lake County, Illinois. Collier RV is a 50-year member of the RV Dealer Association and is also a new member of the exclusive Priority RV Network among more than 130 RV dealers in the United States. The Priority RV Network offers emergency services to RV owners on the road, 24/7 road assistance, financial programs, and additional insurance, along with the exceptional service and parts department. Currently, Collier RV is having their year-end clearance, offering huge discounts on remaining 2022 RVs in stock. They will also host an RV show in January, and they will be at the Chicago RV show in February. And then in March, Collier RV will host the Collier RV show, which will feature new products and even more Class B vans and adventure campers that they've ever had before. 37-year-old Elizabeth Collier is in the marketing and business development manager at Collier RV in Rockford, Illinois. She is also the third generation of Colliers in the family's RV business.
With that, welcome to the show, guys.
Yes, welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, glad to have you guys here. How was your day? You want to pull that up a little closer to you there, Liz? There you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Anyone to just make sure we can hear you. How was your day? You have a good day here on your day off? Remember, this isn't supposed to be your work day. Although you ended up coming in for us.
Pretty well. It's been very exciting having you guys here.
Excellent. Excellent. Chris, how was your day? I know you had the day off too.
I had the day off, got to hang out with my kids and my wife, and it was a wonderful day. And
awesome.
Glad to be here as well.
It's nice having a day off in the middle of the week. It just makes the week go by that much smoother. It's nice. It was my day off too, so I'm the same boat.
A day off. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, let's first have Liz. Let's have you give us a little history about Collier RV. Tell us how this started and who started that.
Okay, so this business was actually started by my grandpa, Ed Collier, and my grandma, Adeline Collier, in 1961.
Wow.
Started out, I think, really small. Like, Chris, what would you say? He was building campers out of his driveway or his garage, basically. And
started renting them out, and one thing led to another, and that started really as kind of a classic mom and pop, real small business. Probably fit all the employees in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the years, the business has grown, and now to a point where we're 70 or so employees between 2 stores. So it's grown quite a bit.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, so your grandfather started it, and then who else was it that your father took over, right?
Yeah. So it was started by my grandma and grandpa, and then our dad, Ed Collier, Ed Jr., and his brother Jim, my uncle, are the current owners.
Okay. Well, that's very cool.
Mhm.
Very cool.
How has the RV business and even the RVs themselves evolved since your grandfather started the business? As I can see all of those huge RVs in the back there, and definitely not made out of somebody's driveway. So, can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I think that's the first thing you notice, right? Is that
Yes.
RVs have gotten much, much larger over the
Yes.
years. If you look back at RVs from 50, 60 years ago, they were generally pretty small. You wouldn't see
Mhm.
slide outs. They were designed to be, a lot of times they were pop-up campers, tent campers, things that were
Yeah.
designed to be towed by smaller vehicles. And it's really grown. They've gotten larger, it seems like every year. Slide outs have been a huge thing. They've really increased the square footage of RVs and allowed for uh, a lot better layouts and a lot more creature comforts. And of course, technology's evolved. So now you'll see flat screen TVs and fireplaces and all the bells and whistles that you
Yeah, it's
gotta
it's
have.
more of a luxurious experience now is one of the major and big popular options that RVs are now these days.
No, absolutely. Even an entry level RV now would oftentimes come with a solar panel, come with a fireplace, come with a flat
Wow.
screen TV.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. I took a little tour today, and we're going to see some of that in a little bit. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
some of these things that I've seen are every bit as nice as people's homes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and definitely sustainable, and people live out of these things all the time.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
nice.
pretty
Sure.
cool. Awesome. All right, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back with more of the camping show with Liz on W4CY Radio and Talk 4 TV. Stay tuned.
It is time to go camping. Introducing Campground Views virtual tours. You can tour the campground, see the sites, see if they are available, and click to book your perfect spot. Hit the open road and explore the amazing places found in nature. We make it easy to discover, find, and book your site so that you can go have the fun and freedom you seek. Campground Views virtual tours make it easy and simple for you to see where you are going.
A few years ago, someone asked Rutabaga's owner, Darren Bush, "Hey, how long have you guys been selling boats?" Darren replied, "Well, we don't sell boats. We sell time on the water." Of course, that comes in all types. We help people paddle more safely with Rutabaga outdoor programs. We rent canoes, kayaks, and stand-up paddleboards. We sell and install racks to get you from home to adventure. Rootabaga's got everything you need to get you out on the water, like paddles, life jackets, dry bags, and clothing. Rutabaga Paddle Sports, on the web at rutabaga.com. Mention you saw this ad on The Camping Show.
And we're back with our guests, Liz and Chris Collier, on The Camping Show. I'm going to ask both of you this question because I think you both probably get asked, well, separately, of course, but different questions. So, what are the three most common questions first-time RV buyers, that is, usually ask?
So I've spent a fair amount of time in sales, and the common questions we get and I get, the number one is really, what type of RV should I get? There's so many options nowadays. There's motorized motorhomes, there's class A's, class C's, there's travel trailers, there's kind of a new segment that's adventure trailers, there's fifth wheels. So a lot of people are trying to weigh the pros and cons, see what will work for their way of camping and for what they want to do. So that's a big question. Kind of the follow-up to that, if they end up going the towable route, is what can I tow? Which obviously we want people to be safe and within their limits. So that's a big education process, through the sales process. So those are two we get a lot. And then the third is, are you going to teach us how to use this? A lot of people the first time, they're very nervous. It's very intimidating.
They have a class. Do they have classes for that?
Yeah, we actually do. So
Really?
every purchase will get an orientation. So customer will go through the shop with a technician that'll go around the RV, make sure they're comfortable using it, make sure they're safely hooked up. And that's a really big benefit to customers, because it's you can go online and find a lot of answers, but you can also find a lot of misinformation, and it can be hard to sort through it all.
Chris, when you say there are classes, okay, these are classes that maybe you teach here, or where do you get those?
So it would basically be here, so let's say you purchase an RV, new or used from us. The RV would be set up inside our shop. It'd be plugged in. It'd be hooked to water.
Okay.
You'd meet a technician. They'd go through the whole trailer motorhome with you, show you how to hook up, show you how to
Nice.
dump a tank, show you how to put your slide out, how
Wow.
to set up, your Bluetooth on the radio. All of that stuff would be taught to you.
So you don't just go, hey, thank you very much for the purchase and good luck with that. I hope you figure things out.
No.
Guys.
No. We want to take care of our customers. Plus, the phone's going to ring if we do that.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
No kidding.
So now, okay, so they ask you what kind of trailer should we get, and how do you use this thing? How about, is there any? Do a lot of times people go, well, I don't know if my vehicle can pull this much weight, or do they even know about or think about that sort of thing?
A surprising amount of time people really don't. It's you see the ads on TV, and you see the truck pulling the airplane, so,
right.
So you think I can get whatever I want, but there's a lot of variation on vehicles on how much it can actually tow. So it's really important to try to go through all the numbers and obviously make sure your vehicle can tow what you want. And you might have to, a lot of times people end up buying a little smaller than they originally had planned to, just to fit their tow capacity in their vehicle.
Okay. Yeah, because then you're going to put some stuff in it.
Oh, absolutely.
And that all adds up. That makes a difference. So
Right. A huge difference, especially even on fuel prices. Has that impacted RV sales this year? And I'm assuming it has. And how have you guys handled that? And I know it hasn't even been just the fuel prices. I mean, the economy, inflation, and everything like that. COVID-19 pandemic. What can you guys say about everything that's happened?
Well, Chris.
Sure. Well, if you go back, 2 years or so, when COVID first, started occurring, obviously nobody knew what to expect, and everybody was trapped in their houses, and it was a horrible time. But the craziest thing was then everybody wanted to get outside, so it created a huge boom in the RV business. So
Wow.
it's been kind of nonstop busy for 2 years now in the RV business, and it's brought a lot of new buyers into the business. But as far as this year, there have been a lot of different things happening. I don't think gas prices have been a huge factor. When gas hit $5, that seemed to be a little bit of a roadblock, but once it's more normalized, it hasn't been the biggest deal. What we've seen more is that there's a lot of issues with the chip shortage. So we've had trouble for a good part of a year getting motorhomes, because chassis aren't available, and not as many have been built. And the same with pickup trucks. A lot of customers want to buy certain travel trailers, and they actually for a year can't find a truck because there's just not that many out there. And that's starting to correct, it seems like, but that's been an issue for most of 2022.
I have a cousin who's a salesman at an auto dealership, and he said, you can't get a truck right. Well, this was a couple months ago. You can't get a truck right. I mean, just like this wait period. And I'm sure that definitely factors into, hey, we want to pull this trailer, but we ordered a truck, but we can't get it yet. And that kind of one affects it, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of our customers are in big trucks. I mean, 3,500 series to pull these big fifth wheels. And those seem to be especially difficult to find. Yeah.
And I've seen these. What do you see this video? Some of these things are monsters. They are homes on wheels for sure.
Sure. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah, Liz, let me ask you: what are the most important things to keep in mind when purchasing an RV for the first time?
Lots of things to keep in mind. You want to think about how many people you need to sleep, what you're going to be doing with the RV. Are you going to be going to national parks where maybe there's a length requirement. You need to stay under 30 feet or under 35 feet or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want to look at how many beds are in the RV. Make sure you can tow it. Obviously, we touched on that.
How about some of the terrain? I mean, the terrain you're going over make a difference in some of these. Some of these are equipped for that. Some of them are not. What's the deal on that?
Yeah, I mean, they're all made a little bit differently. We've got the more of the adventure campers that you'll see in the video, and those are more made for off-roading.
So that's more of a suspension enhancement, isn't it? That you can take that stuff on rough terrain, right? The adventure kind of stuff. They look like they're a little higher in the air.
I just when I think about that, I just remember that movie with Robin Williams called RV, and he gets stuck up there in the mountains. Like that RV was not equipped for that.
Better than a motorcycle, or no? What do you think?
Yeah, you want to get your roadside assistance in case.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
something like that.
Well, and Bianca had a little incident with the motorcycle and some what was it, wild goats or something? What was that, wild sheep?
No, they were
Oh, I forgot what that was.
the free range cows.
Free range cows, that's what it was.
Yeah, but they were white and it was dark, and we were trying to go up this. We were in an Airbnb in the Dakotas, and we had no idea it was up in the mountains. And so it was just this whole thing, and we end up having to take the motorcycle up and down because even his Jeep, my husband's Jeep Grand Cherokee, something messed up with the suspension because we also had a BMW motorcycle in tow. So then we end up having to just take, because we figured there was no way to get the Jeep up and back down and then up and back down the mountain, and then especially in the dark. So then we just took the bike, and it was, by the time we were getting up that mountain up to our Airbnb, it was just pitch black. And so all I see is just this huge white creatures, and I didn't know what they were. And they were cows and harmless, but it was scary at the time. But yeah, that was the whole story.
Absolutely. Well, but some of these are suspended so that you can take these into really rough terrain. I mean, that's what I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, that's really been a shift we've seen the past few years, is kind of the overland movement and more off-road camping. So people want to get into these hard to get to places. And the suspension's a big deal. The ground clearance is a big deal. Having the right amenities.
And what do you call those type of trailers again?
We kind of refer to them as adventure trailers, but they go by a lot of different names.
Yeah.
Off-road campers,
There you go.
overland editions.
Okay. Overland. Yeah. That's kind of that's a pretty common term these days. Overlanders. So with those kind of things, do you also want to say, hey, are we going to be boondocking? Is that something you should go, hey, you know what? If we're going to boondock, we probably need to make sure that we have this type of camper, or what? Is that legitimate concern?
Yeah, it's very important to know really what you're trying to do, because you need to get the right RV. Are some more equipped for that than others? Oh, some are certainly. Yeah. Okay. So if you're boondocking, if you got to figure out power, what are your power needs? Mm-hmm. Are you going to be running off of solar panels? Do you need a portable generator? How much water do you need? Do you need holding tanks or not? There's just a lot of things to factor in, but it's really all starts with figuring out, what are these trips I'm going to take? What do I actually plan on doing?
Yeah.
So the trailer needs to suit the activities that you're going to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep. Totally understand.
What type of services are available at Collier RV for RV owners?
We're a full service RV dealership. So we've got obviously RV sales. We have a huge selection of brands to choose from: motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers. But then also we have a state-of-the-art service department. We actually have a separate offsite facility where we've got a rain booth that we can actually test for leaks that way with that.
Like a simulator.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we've got a large parts department as well. So.
Awesome. Well, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back with more of the Camping Show with Liz and Chris on Talk 4 TV and W4CY Radio. Be right back.
It is time to go camping. Introducing Campground View's virtual tours. You can tour the campground, see the sights, see if they are available, and click to book your perfect spot. Hit the open road and explore the amazing places found in nature. We make it easy to discover, find, and book your site so that you can go have the fun and freedom you seek. Campground View's virtual tours make it easy and simple for you to see where you are going.
A few years ago, someone asked Rutabaga's owner, Darren Bush, "Hey, how long have you guys been selling boats?" Darren replied, "We don't sell boats. We sell time on the water." Of course, that comes in all types. We help people paddle more safely with Rutabaga outdoor programs. We rent canoes, kayaks, and stand-up paddleboards. We sell and install racks to get you from home to adventure. Rutabaga's got everything you need to get you out on the water, like paddles, life jackets, dry bags, and clothing. Rutabaga Paddle Sports, on the web at rutabaga.com. Mention you saw this ad on The Camping Show.
And we're back with our guests, Liz and Chris Collier, here on The Camping Show. Juan, we have got some video that we shot this morning, and let's have you put that up, and we'll show some camper units that we toured this morning. First trailer, what are we looking at?
Good afternoon, my name is Lucio. Here you have the 2022 Mission Overland Summit. It is a 15-foot trailer, GDWI of 3,500 pounds and 2,200 pounds dry weight. So a nice camper to go off land here. A couple key features real quick.
Yeah.
As you can see, there is a Truma fridge and
This
freezer.
is cool.
Very cool.
Absolutely
Very
cool, right?
Again, everything that you need to be off-grid and self-sustained for, a week or two.
Yeah.
Easily towable by any mid-range SUV or truck, so you don't need a really big vehicle to pull it because it is lightweight.
Right, nice
And-
bumper hitch on this one, yeah.
And you have 22-inch clearance, so
Nice.
again, ready to go off-road and wherever you want to be for that off-road camping experience.
Great, fantastic. Good to hear.
So here you have the 2023 Tellaro 20A by Thor Motorcoach. It is a Class B van, some people call it. So again, very, we call it a couples camper.
Now this is similar to like the Sprinter would be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just
right.
with a Dodge
Okay.
Ram chassis.
Chassis.
Okay. It is gas chassis.
Okay.
As you a few things on the outside to point out, power awning. Okay.
Nice.
Very easy to drive, very easy to park. And this also has the very they call them high def batteries. Okay, so stores a lot of power. Come on in. As you can see on the inside, all the amenities of home. I can sleep too comfortably in the back. I do have what they call a wet bath, which has the toilet and shower all in one.
Okay.
Also, on the left side, you'll have a convection microwave with a stovetop, okay?
Wow.
Again, when you're traveling, all the creature comforts of home, as you can see.
Yeah. Very cool.
Airline style baggage doors all the way across the front of the coach here.
Lots of storage in this bag now. Yeah.
And again, very easy to park, central air, and I'd like to finish off with another sleeping area top. We call it this pop top tent.
Wow, check that out, right?
So I could sleep 4 in here if I wanted to.
Nice. All right, great.
Thank you.
All right, now Joe, what are we looking at this time?
So here we have a nice 2022 Cherokee Black Label 23 4 DCBL, which stands for Black Label. Again, with that Black Label, you are getting the enhanced features: outside kitchen,
Nice.
refrigerator,
Yeah.
ice maker,
Plenty of room in here for lots of
all your goodies,
Yeah.
double stovetop.
Nice.
And again, in addition to the blue lighting in your awning, speakers, and your Black Label lighting.
Okay, let's take a look inside. First I noticed that this huge bedroom right here, right?
Yes, you have double entrances for his and hers on both sides of the bedroom, so you're not crawling over each other.
Oh, that's beautiful. Two
again,
doors.
This is labeled
Double your fun.
couples coach, if you will.
Okay, gotcha. And there's plenty of storage right here in these closets. That's cool. Hanging things.
And the hidden under bed storage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do remember you talking about that. Yeah.
So
Very cool.
very neat. As you move into the living area, plenty of room for all your guests and visitors. Again, this does fold out into a sleeping area along with the dinette table.
Nice. Now, how many does this sleep?
So you could sleep up to 6,
Okay.
4 adults, couple kids. But again, it is designed as a couple's coach.
Nice.
Moving to the kitchen, a lot of residential feel with the microwave, cutting board, stovetop, and oven.
Wow, that's a decent size oven. Full fridge.
Full fridge,
Wow.
residential style electric fridge. Double door, if you will. And look at all that.
Very cool.
Everything you take with you. And one thing I wanted to draw your attention to is the residential feel bathroom with shower head.
This is a big shower. This is like the kind you have at home.
Exactly. So
Wow. Nice.
home away from home.
It is a home away from home.
And
What's
then-
this magic door back here? Oh, this is like a big pantry area. Look at
Yep, we
that.
got some more storage back there.
Again, just like a closet or a pantry at home. Wow.
Indoor,
Amazing.
outdoor speakers,
Nice.
central AC vented throughout the coach.
Nice.
And I want to finish with, on those cooler days, turn on that and it does provide heat.
And look at this big monster. What do we got here going on?
All right, so you have a
Look at this sucker.
2022 Raptor
How long is this?
tri-axle. It is about 45 feet.
Holy smoking. This fifth wheel? Yeah.
You are going to want a big truck because it is 16.4 weight.
Look at this. This is the playpen, right?
And there's 2 of them.
Is it? Now, really, what do you use? This is a patio.
This is just a party patio.
I made that up. Yeah. All right, let's take a look inside this thing. It's
Now
got
this
2
one-
floors. Holy smokes.
It is home away from home. Okay, so we do have the residential style bathroom and bedroom. With plenty of closet space and storage.
Big boy shower again. This is a king size bed?
King size bed.
Wow. All right. We got 2 doors in this place, too.
Okay. Again, so
Interesting.
entry through the restroom or just through the hallway. And notice you're not even ducking, right?
No.
So full height ceiling.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we move down to the kitchen and entertainment area, as I call it, living room.
Look at this, man. This is like a restaurant.
Solid surface countertops. Central vac system.
Oh, really?
You can, yep.
Look at this. It is definitely like home. Full fridge.
Full fridge, residential style.
Oh.
Cabinets galore.
Wow, look at this.
The party deck.
Big screen TV. Fireplace. The party deck. Gotta love it.
And again, we have 2. So this is off to the side.
Yeah.
On your campsite. TV, you want to do some watching after the big game.
More TVs, man. Check this out. What do we got back here?
So now this is our garage.
Oh, wow.
Whether you are a ATVist or just a serious camper, plenty of room to bring all your goodies and toys.
The toys.
And again, this does convert into a sleeping area for 4 more adults.
Oh, so 4 back. So total, how many sleeping areas?
So we can do 4 back here, 2 in the main bed, and I would do another one, 2 at the couch. So we got
wow.
up to 8.
That's 8 people. This is for washer and dryer.
Washer dryer prep
Wow.
with a utility bathroom.
Oh, wow. You get 2 bathrooms in this thing, man. That is awesome. Totally awesome. Great. All right. Thank you. This is the big dog.
Yes, right here we got the brand new 2023 Challenger 35 MQ. Full body paint, Ford F53 chassis with a V8. Again, if you're looking to do some serious camping, see the rest of America, this is the camper for you.
Yeah, this sucker's huge.
We have an outside entertainment center, as you can see with the
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
Plenty of storage down below it. Basically the whole side of the coach.
This is like the tour bus we used to have.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
All the way across. And then
Holy
nice
smoke.
blue and gray and black.
There's
roof
like,
top.
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these compartments.
And then there'll be just as many on the
6.
other side.
Yeah, wow. That solves a lot of stuff. Who needs a house, right?
Exactly, when you got a house on wheels. And then as you walk in, you'll see the spacious floor plan again. One of
Yeah.
our larger gas-powered coaches from Thor. This is reclining seating, standard seating, dinette seating. This is what you want to do when you're taking the whole family on the
Well,
road.
absolutely, yeah, right. These cabinets, got a microwave,
Microwave,
got an oven.
no oven, but you do have a convection top,
Oh.
along with your standard double burner there. Okay.
Pretty decent sized fridge.
Energy efficient electric fridge. No more LP. So you don't have to worry about
Really?
running out of LP. Yep.
Electric fridge, nice. If you're boondocking, this is going on generator.
Correct.
You can just, okay, great. Pretty big bedroom.
We're going to have your own AC unit, which is ducted.
Oh, wow.
King bed, which
Very cool.
does oscillate up and down. plenty of storage and even hidden storage behind the TV, if you will.
Oh, wow. Very cool.
We call this a powder table.
Sure. What kind of bathroom we got in this thing
So
here?
we're midship here. But again, all the creature comforts of home.
Yeah. Still, pretty big
Standing
shower.
with skylight.
Pretty big. Nice. Nice. Skylight too, the whole, yeah, the vent.
And again, this is the coach where wherever you want to go, you have 8,000 pounds of towing to take your vehicle, your trailer, your Jeep.
Nice.
And very fuel efficient for the size of the coach. So again, it has the Ford V8 in it.
Yeah, very good. Well, listen, thank you, Nunzio, for all the information you've given us
My pleasure.
and the tours. All right.
Have a great day.
So actually, that was amazing. I want to thank my new Italian friend Nunzio. He's awesome, man. He really knows his stuff. You know, and I'll tell you something. That Raptor, the video did not do that thing justice. That thing is a monster, and I think I'm just going to sell my house when I get back. And
They're all so just beautiful, and every one of them had their own unique amenities to them, and just all even down to the smallest one I could probably live off of forever. They were just so pretty.
yeah, actually, you know, you could even the medium-sized ones are really. If you were here, like you could live in those, and then you walk in the Raptor and even the motorhome, and you're like, man, this thing is every bit as huge as some houses. Yeah,
I know,
very,
so
very.
pretty.
But thank you, Nunzio. I appreciate you helping us this morning and doing that tour with us because you did an awesome job. So thanks again. Hey, tell us about the type of upgrades that are available when you order a new RV. What kind of options can you choose from?
Sure. So the one thing that's nice is actually with the supply chain problems in the past few years, they've really cut down on the number of options. It used to be very intimidating to order an RV because there was 15 or so options. They've really cut that down. Most of the brands now have just gone to, you see it, you pick out the model you want, and it shows up. There's less options, but the dealership can definitely do various upgrades if you wanted to add, you know, more TVs, or you wanted to add solar panels, or you wanted to add Wi-Fi, things like that. We definitely do.
Yeah. You know, I was going to ask prices, but I think really, I mean, some of these, let's say the lower end. When I say lower end, I don't mean quality. I just mean the smaller ones. Give me just a ballpark of where those are at, because people, if they really want to know what these things cost, call the dealership. We're going to get that information here at the end of the broadcast. But give us where we start with one of the adventure trailers, and maybe in the ballpark of where we're at with one of the big motorhomes like we just saw in the video.
Oh, absolutely. Well, one thing to keep in mind is we have RVs for really any budget. And if people are just starting out, they want something inexpensive, $5,000-$10,000. We usually have trailers like that in stock, and we go all the way up to $250,000-$300,000. So it's between those ranges, we probably have something for you. But for adventure trailers, you know, if you get really stripped down models, you can start around the $20,000 mark, and you can get up into the $60,000 mark.
Yeah.
And into base, entry level travel trailer, those that we have new, I think as low as 17,000 in stock. 17. So a lot of people start off in that 17 to kind of $30,000 range and may move up.
And I mean, you have used ones here as well, because Liz, you and I were walking around this morning and we were looking at we call them teardrop trailers. And you have a used one of those on the floor right now. Is that right?
We do. We have I think it's a 2014 New Camp Tab for like $13,870, I believe.
Okay. So those are doable. I mean, it's not like when somebody starts and they don't have a lot of money, like, hey, we want to get into camping. You do have stuff to fit pretty much, like you said, any budget. And actually, I think when we were here a couple months ago, you had a Coleman, what do we call those? Pop-up, I believe. Mm-hmm. And you've got things like that. And you get used and new stuff. And so really lots to choose from here. Am I right?
Yeah. And then financing as well, correct?
Absolutely. And that's a big factor in purchasing RVs. Sometimes people get sticker shock, but the finance is a lot different than on automobiles. It's a lot more flexible, longer terms, more like a mortgage. So usually you can find a payment that's acceptable for you on something.
That's a question that I get a lot, actually, is what's it like to first of all, I think people are surprised you can even finance an RV, and then to finance them up to 20 years, certain ones you can. So I think that's something a lot of people don't realize.
They become very affordable then once you get 20 years. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, how about, is it just for the financing, just for new or used also?
We finance both.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you could get something a little less for used and a little less money and finance it over a period of time and really become super affordable then.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the beautiful things about going camping. If you go to the RV park, it's kind of a free for all. You might have a 45-foot big Raptor right next to a little
Yeah,
pop up.
right.
It's just as long as you're getting out there and having fun, that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm a tent guy, and
Yeah.
Bianca, are you a tent girl? You're a tent girl.
I am, but
What do you feel
I
like when you
love
get these big
RVs. I mean,
Raptors?
who doesn't love especially after looking, I felt like I was inside some of those. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, are these what the celebrities use? Like, they're so awesome. But no, I would definitely love to own. I love the tents. I love the whole camping down and dirty experience, but come on, an RV.
I have pitched a tent in the RV part of the parks. Like there's one park I'm trying to think of that we were in. It's a little intimidating when you're in a little dome tent and the big 54 or whatever that foot Raptor, because right next to you, it's just like you're camping next to a house. But but hey, who wouldn't love to go inside there on a really super hot day and sit in the air conditioning?
Well, you go introduce yourself, and
Exactly. Introduce yourself. Hopefully you get invited in. And
I think you have to bring beer for that.
Yeah, you might have to.
Up your odds of getting not invited in. Absolutely. How long is so in all this, COVID stuff? And by the way, it's a double-edged sword. COVID brought more business to the camping industry, the camping community than what was before, for lack of options, I guess, at the time. But there were some positive things that happened out of that.
yes.
But there also were some negative things. And by that, I mean, now we're going to order things. We're going to wait for a long period of time. What is the wait for a new RV these days if you were going to order a brand new one?
So it varies tremendously. It has gotten a lot better during COVID times. You could be waiting a year.
Over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's about like a canoe. Wait for a canoe for a year too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It just depends what they're building at the time, if they might even have one at the factory in the yard. But I would say safely, most brands right now would probably be in the 8 to 12 week range.
Oh, really?
So you'd have it in springtime.
Oh,
really.
that's very doable.
Mhm.
I mean, so it's not like we're not even 3 months or 6 months or anything like that. That's really reasonable. So really, the time to order one is going to be in the near future, if not now. I mean,
Now.
you want, yeah.
The
Well,
sooner the better.
Yeah, it's actually a good time over winter because the selection's really good, and then you don't have to stress out about it in March when you have a camping trip in 4 days.
Yeah, right.
You guys, I'm sure you guys have holiday deals too, maybe that people can take advantage of.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is definitely a really good time. There's
Yeah.
a lot of closeouts on 2022 models because we're trying to clear out lot space for 2023
Sure.
models. So yeah, there's definitely some really good deals going on. Best definitely in the past 2 or 3 years we've seen.
Yeah.
If you do get a camper, if you buy one from, do you have to actually take that home right away, or can you keep it here for several weeks until you, I don't know, either find a place for it, or if it's warm enough outside, or how does that work? You work with people like that?
Yeah, we definitely work with people I know sometimes it's people need to find storage, they need to pave a driveway or this, that, or the other thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're pretty flexible. We'll work with you.
I have a friend from Brazil who would love nothing more than to move herself into one of these. And so if she knew she were coming to America, how have you've had customers from other countries purchase from you in the past? And how does that work? Is it a pretty reasonably easy process, or how does that go?
It varies. We've had some interesting ones. Yeah, we've sold out to Moscow. and
You
we sold-
have? Wow.
Oh yeah, we sold to Australia, to the Middle East. A majority of the sales are U.S. and Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a process. But we can do a lot of things through the internet nowadays and through the postal service. There's ways to make that happen.
And you send these RVs there. Once they buy them, they're sent there, or do they know they're coming here and then they pick them up when they come here? How does that work?
It's both. You sometimes I've seen where there's European tourists that come and they rent an RV for 3 months.
Oh, they rent. Okay.
They rent, or they could buy. And go all over the place. Otherwise, you ship the RV to the coast and it gets on a boat. And
Really?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, think of that 45-foot Raptor on a.
So I could tell
Huge
my
barge.
Yeah, we can send one to you, man. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. She'll be thrilled to hear that because I know she's watching. That's awesome.
Let's have you give us the website. Where can people get in touch with you, see what you guys have in stock, and most importantly, get in touch with sales?
Absolutely. So our website is www.collierrv.com. There's lots of easy ways to get us in touch with us that way. You can text us right from our website, and we get it all the time. So we're really easy to reach. You can also chat with us. You can submit a form on our website or call. We make it easy for you. We're also all over social media, on Facebook, Instagram. What else?
Yeah, that's very cool.
YouTube everywhere.
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube. I was going to ask that. I was going to say, hey, you guys got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, we got a YouTube.
That's so cool. Oh, very cool. Well, listen, we'd like to thank you, Chris and Liz, for being our guests here on the Camping Show. It was a pleasure having you here this evening.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And we'd also like to thank each of our sponsors for bringing you tonight's show, Campground Views and Rutabaga Paddle Sports.
Be sure to tune in for next week's episode, The Great Family Adventure, with special guest Nick Troutman.
Until then, I'm Bianca Fogel reminding you, learn more, do more. Good night, everyone.
See you next week.